going to do an intro to my first project pan of the year. What I'm planning on doing for my pans is focusing more on making progress with certain items rather than using them up, just because I do have so much stuff that is almost full. So it's not, I don't want to spend an entire year working on the same blush when I have a bunch of other blushes that need to be used up. So how I'm going to do it is on January 1st is when I'm starting my first one. I've got 10 products that I want to use up, and then I'll do like a monthly update until April 1st. I'll do a finale, and then I'll introduce the next 10 items. If I use something up, great. If I don't, at least I made progress on it, and then I can rotate it with something else to make progress on something else. So I'm going to do 10 each quarter. So ideally by the end of the year, 40 products will be either used up or dented, basically. So let's get started on those stuff I have picked out right here for my first one. So one of my ultimate goals is to use up a couple of lip glosses. I don't really wear lip glosses that much. I don't like them that much. But I have gotten several through like subscription boxes, sample products, things like that. So the first one I'm going to throw into this pan is the Bare Minerals Marvelous Moxie Butter Cream, and this is the shade Forbidden Nude. And this is just one of my older lip glosses, but it's also a very neutral one that I can wear. So you got that there. That I can wear over pretty much any lipstick and be something neutral enough that I can wear to work. So I can actually use this every day rather than like if I had a bright red one that I could only use during my days off. So in terms of marking this, I tried doing the thing where you put it in the hot water to get all the product down, and I couldn't see where it marked up, so I think it's still pretty full. It's still up to here. So I know that I can see through the glass because when I do this, like you can see that, I can see through it. So I'll have to figure that out. Hopefully as I use this, I'll be able to mark the product coming down, but I'll see if I can figure something out in the meantime before the next update. So the next product is the Soap and Glory Righteous Body Butter Body Moisturizer. So this is like this really heavy duty moisturizer. I do live in the desert and it is very dry here. I get a lot of dry skin, especially on my hands. My knuckles tend to crack and bleed a lot during the winter months. So what I want to do is, that is how much I have. It's hard to tell with the light. So what I want to do is use this in the morning and the evening and just put it like all over my body, try and use it up. I'm pretty sure I'd be able to use this up within 3 months of constant use. At the end of it there might be like a little bit left, but I'm not too fussed about it, so we'll see how that goes. Okay, so the next product is the Anastasia Brow Wiz, and it's in the shade Dark Brown. This I got in one of those Sephora Favorites kits, and the color is actually too dark for me. I think it'll do better with my red hair than it did with my blonde hair, so that's why I picked it for this time when my hair is still like fresh and vibrant. But so let me show you how much I have. So I've used up quite a bit of this, partially because I was using it pretty regularly for a while, and partially because it cracked during shipping when I bought it, and so I lost a chunk of the product there. But let me show you. I'm starting it from this bit here. That's where my Brow Wiz is gonna be there. So that's marking my progress. And then it's only going to be like, you know, to here is where the packaging sets up against it. I didn't want to mark it from here up to the top because I don't want to put any pressure on this in case it does break, because it is very thin and fragile. So I'm just screw that back down. And this I have no doubt about being able to use up at the end of the 3-month period. Okay, so the next product is a sample of a face primer. I do have a lot of face primers that I need to get through, and I think I want to start with the samples first because they'll be faster to go through. So I'm starting with the Benefit Professional face primer. A lot of people like this. I'm kind of indifferent to it. I don't like it, but I don't hate it. But that is where I'm starting at there. There's my little mark. And this, I think I'll be able to use up a lot of this by the end of the 3-month period, but we'll see what happens there. Alright, so the next one is a blush, and I grabbed this one because it's one that I do not use very often, but with the winter months, it's one that I should be using very often. It's one I do really like, but for some reason I just never grabbed for it. And it's going to be the Too Faced Sweetheart Blush in the shade Something About Berry. So it's the darker red here, and it is really, really pretty. I'm wearing it today. It's kind of faded off a little bit, but let me show you that there, and there's kind of a swatch of it. If you can see it right there. It's a very pretty berry, deeper berry color, but I never grabbed for it for whatever reason, but I do like it, so I want to keep using it. But it's very full. Like this, there's no dents or anything in this, so there's no way this is going to be used up by the end of the 3-month period. But like I said, I just want to make progress in it, so if I can like show evidence that I've used it and if it can get some love, then I'll be happy and I'll switch it out for something else come the end of the 3 months. Alright, so the next one is a product that I don't use very much either, mostly because I don't use this type of product. And this is a bronzer. This is the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil bronzer in medium to deep. And this I got as a kit of something, so it's a little sample size. But it came in some sort of kit. It smells good, of course. And I like the way it looks. Like it doesn't feel like it's too deep. Or I used to think this was really too deep for my face, but if I use a very light color with it, I can do some bronzing without too much difficulty. And this one, I haven't decided what I want to do yet in terms of, I want to use one bronzer by the end of the year. And I have a couple that I'm keeping, and I'm going to declutter a bunch. But this is one of the ones I'm going to keep, and I'll see how much progress I make after the 3 months, because I might turn this into a, like, just keep using it through the end of the year product, because I really don't use bronzers all that much. But this one is a very, very popular one, so you all probably already know how it looks there. I would like to try the milk chocolate at some point, but I want to get through this first before I get anything else. And then the bronzer and the blush I have taken pictures of too, and the body butter as well. I have taken pictures of to kind of monitor my progress to make it easier to track. So, okay, so the next product I want to add in is one of my mini lipsticks. So I've got a complete separate video about the mini lipsticks I want to use up. This one is one that I know that I can wear frequently because it's a fairly neutral color, and it is Kiss Kiss Bang Bang by Marc Jacobs. So let me show you. That color there is, if I sheer it out, I can wear that to work pretty easily, and then especially when I put the lip gloss on top of it, tones it down really, really well. So I just set that at the bottom to track where the top is there. So that's where we're starting with, and we'll move down from there. And hopefully I can get at least a good chunk of that cleared out by the end of the 3 months. So the next product is an eyeliner. It is the NYX Slide On, Glide On, something something, turn on, very long name. And it's in the shade Jet Black. So this one is like really, really messed up. It's just old and it's starting to dry out. It still works, like every time I sharpen it, it's still really creamy, but then it's drying out faster, so I have to keep sharpening it to keep it nice and creamy to put it in my waterline is what I've been doing with it. So, I just sharpened it just now, and that is the color of it there. This works really well when it's fresh. It does work really well, so I think I'm going to repurchase this at some point in the future, but right now I just want to move it out of my collection because it is getting old. So if you want to look at that one there, that's where that is, starting there. Okay, so the next product is the e.l.f. Eye Brightener in the shade Buff. And this is a loose powder product that I actually really like. It's kind of, everyone says it's kind of a dupe for the Bare Minerals Eye Brightener one. I've never tried the Bare Minerals Eye Brightener, so I can't speak to that. But I do like this one a lot. I do think it makes a difference. There's a swatch of it right there. I do think it makes a difference in my under eyes when I use it underneath, and it does make them nice and bright and kind of blend into my foundation really well. So this is my And it's my starting point right there, so it's more than halfway full. So we'll see how much I can get through to this one. And then the last one is one that I know I'm not going to get through in 3 months, but I do want to make measurable progress on. And it is one of my older Urban Decay primer potions. I've got, I believe, 2 of these and 1 sample of the Too Faced primer, and then a full size of the Fergie Wet n Wild one. So I want to start moving through those a lot more quickly before they start expiring. So this is just a sample size, but that's where I'm at with this one. I know this will take quite a while to go through because you use so little of it, but I want to see how far I can get. Alright, so that is the beginning of my first project pan of the year. I'll do an update in the end of January, beginning of February, and I'm going to pan these products from January 1st until April 1st, and then I'll rotate them out in April and do another 3 months and do the same thing there. So I'll track everything there. If you want to follow along with me, you can subscribe so you don't miss an update, and let me know if you're doing anything like that, because that's my current obsession right now is just use up everything. Like, it's making me excited. So alright, so follow along if you want to, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.